What's going on, everybody? It's Frito here for Your Overwatch. Shout out to everyone who sent this to me on Twitter. Looks like Play Overwatch EU made an oopsie daisy on their YouTube channel, accidentally sending notifications to anyone who hit the bell icon, officially confirming Ashe's Mardi Gras challenge is on the way. As you can see from this image, Ashe sporting a new skin, stating the event will start tomorrow and end on March 9th. This combines with other leaks that happened late last week, where viewers were getting early Twitch drops for the event that hasn't started yet. This adorable Mardi Gras Hammond, he's actually standing on a donut there, I believe, is one of them. This again is one of those mini events that is a combination of watching streamers play as well as getting your 9 wins for the week and a half it's on yourself. And if history is correct, we could also see a short story with this one as well. That's been my favorite extra bit of content outside of Overwatch. The Mercy and Batiste stories were legit well written, so I'm excited for that. And I think if this all teaches us one lesson, there's nothing that the bell icon can't do. The magic of the bell icon is real. Be sure to hit the bell icon so you get notified when our videos go live and when we make accidental leaks as well. You never know what you might find. Next up, wanted to talk about Season 20 ending in 10 days. Important to remember that Hero Pools is going live in Season 21, so this is your last chance to play Overwatch in a completely unrestricted state. And despite some power imbalances, I'd say that the meta is about as good for Overwatch as you ever can expect. Really, this and the last one had a lot of both FPS elements and MOBA teamwork elements, so either way, I've been enjoying playing, at least as far as the balance has been concerned, provided at least there's a Mei on my team. Everything else kind of works as intended, I think. Now remember, in Season 21, we're going to start the developer-picked bans, where it's Jeff's choice which heroes get curated out. And as we've seen on the tests on the PTR with this system, it looks like the devs are going to be trying to ban clusters of heroes. So for example, in a test season they did on the PTR, when they banned D.Va, they also banned Pharah at the same time, which leads me to believe that they're going to be looking at taking sections of the game out and trying to avoid scenarios where certain heroes just become superpowered based upon key counters not being selectable. Just last night, we found out how this is going to work in the Overwatch League as well. There's one more week of matches without hero bans, or hero pools, sorry. It's so easy to mess that up. But at the end of Sunday's broadcast in the Watchpoint post show, they're going to be doing live the random selection process among the subset of pickable heroes that saw significant playtime. And on Reddit just last night, John Spector, the VP of Overwatch Esports, explained what the threshold for this will be. They're going to set it at 10% play rate and gave us an example of the types of heroes that would have been eligible for bans if they're doing it right now, which they're not. They're going to be using this past week and next week's data, but the heroes that met that 10% threshold in week 2 were Ryan, Orisa, D.Va, and remember, one of those 3 will get banned. For DPS, Mei, McCree, Widow, and Reaper meet that 10% cutoff. 2 of those get banned, and then for support, Lucio, Ana, Batiste, Moira, and Brig, and only 1 of them gets banned. Now, of course, you can craft situations where some odd ban scenarios would come out from this, but luckily, thanks to some other rules where the bans change from week to week and you can't ban the same thing twice, the threat of top meta picks being bannable, completely changing the strategy you have to go with, forces teams to diversify their practice time a bit, just as a contingency factor. Personally, I think 10% feels like kind of a really low number. I think given the correct week, if Vancouver played enough and against enough lower ranked teams and they pulled out Genji just to style on them, there's a chance that Genji gets an equal chance to be banned next to Mei. And the fact that we can craft those types of scenarios is just sort of outrageous to me. But conversely, if they don't put it at a low percentage number, then it won't be RNG and would just ban out the meta, right? I mean, if they knock it up to like 30 or 40% playtime, is it just the top picks and then we're oscillating metas week to week? I kind of assumed that's what they were going to do, so I was prepared for that to be the case. I don't know, all of this seems rather complicated. I for sure am more pro this system than having no system, 100%, but at the same time, would we just get a more competitive system if we had Huck's proposed loser picks one ban type format, as opposed to one that has to have random elements in order to attempt to be fair. For season 21, we're getting Jeff's picks, which can help sculpt the type of gameplay that the developers intend. But when you leave things up to chance, there's no guarantee that the gameplay that results from that creates something you want. Selected bans could do that as well, but having intention and strategy with what gets banned makes those of us who have seen ban systems work in esports games for the last 20 years much more comfortable. Otherwise, in Overwatch League news, because it seems the coronavirus has spread to South Korea and more countries as well, the Seoul Dynasty homestands will be canceled. And in fact, this also includes the rescheduled Chinese matches. What a scary global catastrophe this virus has turned out to be. I hope the intelligent people who do useful things for society, like figuring out how to beat these kinds of things, are able to get a beat on this. Not for the Overwatch League's sake, obviously, but just for the risk of human lives. The LA Gladiators had planned to stay in Korea for an entire month. And when they got word of the virus spreading, they had to speed run packing all of their stuff in order to make a last-minute flight back. This is scary stuff, man. And if you got any fans that are in affected areas with this kind of thing, be safe. Don't take this stuff lightly. And with that, it's going to be everything for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave it a like. It really does help us out and lets us know that you're enjoying the content. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the bell icon to actually get notified when our leaks go live. You can follow us on Twitter, linked below, as well as check out our second channel, Clickheads. It's looking more and more the case that Clickheads will be dedicated to Project A. We've seen great success on those videos thus far, and when more things break about that game, or as it comes closer to release, you can expect your Overwatch style videos on that channel for that game. Go sub to Clickheads, linked below. That's been it for me, guys. I've been Frito for your Overwatch. We'll see you guys next time.